There was something else. In the Hall of Secrets. A record number from the archives. Moses was going to try to pull it.
All right, is Max ready for some... What am I looking at? When all this is done, you and I are gonna need a whole battery of testing.
You're on. Did the archive number turn up anything interesting?
In a sense, when I got there, it had already been checked out. Max, why would Vin want to pull these exact files from the archives yesterday?
So many layers.
She was impersonating Owen. I saw her ask Vin for a document from the archive.
Damn, Max. Look at those synapses firing again.
So Safi knows something related to these photos. But she was still poking around the Abraxas house last night. What does that tell us?
Not a damn thing. And we still don't know how any of it connects to that original fire. Or my bro-tester friends.
And here's some more disturbing news. I walked by the chem lab this morning. Someone had broken in there. I alerted security and I locked away the most flammable solutions I could find, but whoever it was now has a powerful fire starter.
What do we do?
I suggest we all review the evidence, then reconvene to share our thoughts.
Sounds like a plan. The Brain Trust. The MCU.
Let's
the Max...
see what Professor Murphy
something. Alright, campus security, planned protest, everyone. We're doing lots of restricted access. Any student that goes near the protest will be disciplinary actions, blah, blah, blah. Group text activated. Max Vicious, drink some water, and find us some Moses offices. They were just talking to each other, Moses, Chloe, basically, in the group chat. They're all gonna be best buds. That's cool. I like that. Last night's a blur. I remember some of it. Too high to remember. Max Caulfield, quasi-famous photographer, talking herself in the middle of Abraxas' house. Thought maybe Chloe was in danger with the sledgehammer. I started dying in the fire. She came all this way. I can't even keep her safe. It's easy to look at Chloe's life and decide she's better off without me, but Chloe doesn't see it that way. She believes in me. She believes in us. Was that skeleton fucking real? I always thought Owen was desperate to get rid of the building because it stood in the way of the plans for the school. But does he know about the body? Does Reggie? Does a graffiti person? How do we even get out of there? Chloe must have called Moses. I should see what they're up to.
I thought Moses was just being a mad scientist when he said the photo was reacting to what we were doing. But he was right.
I don't want to read. The one thing I want to fucking zoom in on, I can't. But the fire is definitely changing as we do things then.
So we know the fire has changed, but does it tell us anything we can use?
No. Only that right now, it's definitely still happening.
Between Reggie's actions last night and that poor kid, I just know Abraxas has to be connected to the fire. There's something in the archive that Abraxas wanted to keep secret, Owen wanted to destroy, and Safi wanted to find.
So
it must be important.
I'm going to say whatever is not under this push pin was something I actually missed. Because all these other things are things we've specifically touched as the game has gone on. So maybe the finding the clues does make a difference.
Finn has his entire
the thing I complained about multiple times and then starts not
Caledon.
doing anything.
Could he be involved in covering up the death at the Abraxas house? Mabon's history is darker and more mysterious than anyone realizes, even Loretta. Someone is desperate to cover up this kid's death from decades ago. Why? And what does it have to do with the fire? Abraxas members are furious at the administration. But is someone angry enough to start this fire? Could the fire come from somewhere totally unexpected? What else? Moses really loves that flame-throwing kettle. It doesn't make him a suspect, but I imagine he's feeling some guilt about it now.
All right, so basically,
It's bad enough fighting Abraxas, the protesters,
I think we
and
found
the
all the
administration
miscellaneous
without
things.
I'm glad they're taking the threat seriously. But do they really need to shut off the water lines?
Yeah, that seems stupid. We're gonna be a fire.
No forced entry means it was someone with the right keycard or someone impersonating them.
So yeah, as of now, I definitely think I missed something on the board that goes right there.
Owen
But it seems
is
like it's the
corrupt,
only one thing
and
I
I
missed.
know he is up to something. But does any of it wasn't just Owen who wanted to expand Caledon.
So we don't need to relist
into
all these as we
Fremont.
talked about them as they went.
Abraxas
I'm going to
wanted
look at
an
all of them.
inspection to prove their house didn't need to be demolished. But maybe someone was more concerned about the dead body being discovered?
Probably.
Owen risked his whole presidency to demolish the Abraxas. Owen, members of the board, even Vin. They all worked together
The game
to
decided I
bring
looked
down
at
the
enough, that's
Abraxas
fine.
house.
That one fucking missing thing's gonna bother
Did
me.
they know
That's
about
probably an
the body?
achievement too. I'm not gonna get that. I don't care about.
Or is it a coincidence?
As Sherlock says, the universe is rarely that lazy.
Owen is a young and ambitious new president. What wouldn't he be capable of to protect his Caledon 2.0 plan? I didn't realize how involved Yasmin has been since leaving the presidency. I wonder how much she knows about the Abraxas house. These were Reggie's notes from talking to Owen days ago, before the demolition. Clearly, Owen was hell-bent on demolishing that house. Chloe has dug up a lot about the threats on the Lakeport side. Don't know what I would have done without her.
Yep, we just missed one fucking thing.
This group has been growing and organizing for some time. And it's all been leading to today's protest.
That's nuts. So close.
Chloe, have you seen this about Ren?
Yeah. He's been a tough one to connect with, but maybe this article will help. Thanks.
I wonder if Ren's dad was
Joey
the sacrifice
lost
then?
everything in the storm and stands to lose even more if the Caledon expansion goes through. He has every reason to be angry. The anger behind this Lakeport protest is truly scary. I'm so glad Chloe is here to get to the bottom of it. It feels like you're so close to uncovering the violent protester from the message board.
I hope so. And I hope it's enough to stop the fire.
Lucas reshaped his whole personality around fighting academic corruption. Is it just talk, or would he actually attack Caledon? Moses was able to recreate the flyer I saw during the fire, but I still don't know what Loretta's march means. It must have been Loretta's death from the illegal demolition that led to the original fire.
Loretta's march. Right, that makes sense. But
Oh, okay, cool.
does
Makes
any
sense.
of it lead to a fire in this timeline?
Moses took a very comprehensive approach to this suspect list.
It's literally every person we see in this game has been here, even The little heat lamp lizard upstairs. Moses even blaming himself. I'm not clicking everyone's picture. Let's let it rip. Alright, so that's all the evidence. Just double checking.
After the break-in, Moses isn't taking any chances. We can keep any combustible science stuff from falling into the wrong hands.
Guess let's reconvene. Reconvene and rocket.
Okay, what do we know about the fire?
I think it's only circumstantial.
We have a lot of indications of what could lead to the fire, but no way to know which, if any of them, will happen.
I'm afraid you're right. Just because the fire happened one way before, doesn't mean it'll play out the same way now. I think at this point we have to consider the fire might be a constant. You've made many changes to reality, yet it remains. Last time it was Loretta's death at the demolition that led to it, but now there was no demolition, so we don't know. It could be Abraxas, it could be the protest, it could be any of those other suspects on the board. There's no way to know. Furthermore, every step we take to stop the fire, even something as small as this conversation, is likely to shake the snow globe again and change what causes it.
So the more we do, the less we know? That's fucking stupid.
No, that's reality.
But we know so much more.
We're
than we
gonna
did
stay on the
before.
positive here.
We know about the protest. We know about the body. We know about the illegal demolition. All that knowledge has to make some difference, right?
I don't know.
Hold up, professors. There's one giant variable that wasn't in your equation last time. Me. We know reality is obsessed with mind-fucking me right now. Maybe whatever is going on with me and Safi will, I don't know, cancel out the fire? Maybe the fact that I'm here this time, if I can figure my shit out, is the missing piece. Max? What's up?
I'm about to be honest with her.
Last time, last reality, you were here. You came to find me and I was gone, but I guess you met Moses.
How do you know?
'Cause I saw you. You were passed out from the smoke. Moses was carrying you before you...
Oh. Why didn't you tell me?
We're gonna fight again. I don't feel like she didn't want to ruin things. I feel like we didn't know who it was until then. I don't know. I'm gonna go with shock. That kind of feels like maybe a lie, but who can say?
At first I didn't realize what I'd seen.
Yeah, that's fair.
And by the time I pieced it together, I was too shocked to tell you. But that was last time. Like Moses said, everything is different. Now we know it's coming.
Yeah. And we still can't stop it. What if the fire isn't the only constant? What if our deaths are, too?
It's possible.
No! It doesn't work that way. It can't.
Whew. There is only one thing to do when reality fucks you this hard. I'm gonna go smoke.
And then the ember is gonna burn the place down.
That really messed Chloe up. I should wrap up here and go check on her.
I think we wrapped up here.
Thanks again, Moses. I'd be lost without you.
You're welcome. I just hope it's enough.
Stay safe, Moses.
You too.
I do think it'd be funny if her smoking would be the catalyst for the fire.
How are you feeling?
I think you mean any last words?
Please don't joke about that.
You could have given me a heads up, you know?
I'm sorry. I couldn't let myself imagine a world where it happened again.
This fight feels like this kind of fight feels like why they would have broke up in the first place in that dumb timeline.
That was a big thing to leave out of the story, Max. Right now, we need to focus, but
I feel like she's allowed to actually be mad about this one.
Promise. When this is all over, we will talk about it. And everything else.
good.
I still think that earring's the two whales
I'm
tail.
going to the admin building. Hopefully Owen is there, and I can confront him with the evidence. What about you and Moses?
I'm gonna head to the Turtle. The protesters should be meeting there soon. If I can figure out who's plotting violence on Caledon today, I can tell Noelle, and maybe we can stop this. I'm basically an honorary member of the Lakeport Townies. Someone is gonna let something slip. I know it.
I
wanted
just...
to- I...
Bida-bida.
You first.
This is hilarious. What a bunch of awkward dorks.
In the time we've known each other, we've had, I don't know, 1,000 arguments? I used to replay them in my head on repeat. But now, I just hope we get to have 1,000 more. Because I'd take that forever, rather than lose you again. Your turn.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
I mean, I feel like she already said her part, but
I just still can't believe you're here.
this is what the people came to see. This is what heals the world somehow. It's like any other good media. The Kiss wakes up to Sleeping Beauty.
We'll get through this, Max. This isn't another goodbye.
Heals worlds. Love is always the key. Unless it's Kingdom Hearts, then their heart is the key. The greatest reunion of our time is finally here. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, like, subscribe, comment, do all the nice things. Or if not, I love you either way. Lates.